Iran rejects nuclear talks with US. June 28, 2025. Iran will not sit down for nuclear talks with the US in the coming days, its foreign minister has said. Donald Trump, the US president, had claimed during a recent NATO summit that discussions would begin next week following a ceasefire deal between Iran and Israel. But Abbas Araghchi, speaking during a television interview, said don't take Trump's words seriously. No agreement for renewed negotiations has been made. The foreign secretary also admitted that US and Israeli attacks on Iran's nuclear sites had caused serious damage, although he said the full extent remained unclear as the country's Atomic Energy Organization continued to assess the situation. These damages were not minor and serious harm has been inflicted on our facilities, he said, confirming earlier statements by Ismail Baghai, the foreign ministry spokesman. Mr. Trump and senior members of his administration have claimed that Iran's nuclear facilities were completely and totally obliterated in the strikes and would require years to rebuild. Rafael Grossi, the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) chief, said he had written to the Iranian government requesting permission to travel to the country and to resume nuclear inspections. Tehran previously claimed it moved its enriched uranium before the US strikes, and Mr. Grossi said inspectors needed to check the stockpiles. We need to return. We need to engage, he said. However, Mr. Araghchi said Iran had no plans to receive Mr. Grossi. On Wednesday, Iran's parliament passed a new law suspending all cooperation with the IAEA, including by removing monitoring cameras from nuclear sites and banning the watchdog's inspectors from entering the country. Providing any reports to the agency is also now illegal. The legislation passed with 222 votes in favor and none opposed. Following the vote, Mohammad Bagher Kalibaf, the Iranian parliament speaker, said the country's nuclear program would now be pursued with greater speed. Ali Kezrian, a Tehran representative, accused the IAEA of espionage and claimed it had passed on sensitive information to Israel which it used to carry out the recent strikes. Iran's foreign ministry also claimed that if Europe activated a snapback mechanism to restore UN sanctions, it would be committing a historic mistake that would completely eliminate Europe's role in nuclear talks. On Thursday, Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, said that Moscow wanted Iran to continue cooperating with the IAEA, putting pressure on Tehran to reverse course. Mr. Araghchi added that Iran was reviewing its policies following the attacks, but said it was too early to judge whether successful negotiations are possible. He said the Iranian missile strike on a US base in Qatar was intended as a message to Washington, not to regional neighbors. On Friday, the fragile ceasefire between Iran and Israel appeared to be holding despite both sides blaming each other for violating it. Across Iran, officials continued to celebrate what they described as a victory over Israel and the US. By The Telegraph, story by Afshin Madadi, Henry Bodkin, June 28, 2025.